This is the Harman Kardon Onyx Studio 9, a sleek, stylish speaker that looks more like some fancy furniture than a rugged bit of technology. Let's see if this is worth the $300 price tag. Let's go, you're watching The Tech Shed. So who is this for? Well, if you give me 1 second just to put it down, it is relatively heavy and it's taking up most of the screen space. It isn't trying to be everything for everyone. It's not built for the outdoors and it's not part of a smart home setup. Instead, it's aimed at people who want great sound, a statement design, and a simple, straightforward experience. If you're setting the mood in a living room, filling a kitchen with background music, or you just want something premium that sounds as good as it looks, this is very much in your lane. It's especially appealing if you're moving up from a basic Bluetooth speaker and you want something with more presence, both in sound and in style. And that brings us naturally to where the Onyx Studio 9 makes its boldest impression: the design. Harman Kardon has stuck with its signature circular shape here, but refined it with a few thoughtful touches. There's a sleek aluminium ring around the outside that acts as a handle on top and a stand at the bottom. It's functional, but also gives the speaker a sculptural, almost furniture-like feel. Wrapped in soft fabric and available in either the pretty boring stone grey or the kind of less boring classic black, it blends easily into most interiors. Though the design is, in my opinion, a bit polarizing. You'll either love the modern artistic look or you'll prefer something a bit more traditional. Up top, the controls are subtle but tactile: power, volume, playback, Bluetooth, Auracast, all sitting neatly in the aluminium panel, all pretty straightforward stuff. Around the back, there's an AUX input, a USB-C out port for charging other devices, and the charging port for the speaker itself. It's not exactly portable in the true sense, but it's easy to pick up and move between rooms. Just keep in mind there's no IP resistance rating here, so while you can move it around, this one, it's designed to stay indoors. And of course, a design like this means nothing without solid audio performance to back it up. And thankfully, the Onyx Studio 9 has got audio chops to match. Inside, there's a 3-channel driver setup, a 120mm woofer in the center, and 3 20mm tweeters around it. The result is clear, immersive audio with excellent stereo separation and a soundstage that fills the room surprisingly well for a speaker of this size. Harman Kardon's constant sound field technology also plays a big role here. It helps keep the audio balanced no matter where you're sitting or standing, so you're not locked into a single sweet spot in the room. Now, the bass is deep and punchy, but never overwhelming. It stays tight and controlled. Mids are clean and detailed, and vocals come through clearly, and the highs are crisp, but don't get too sharp, even at those louder volumes. All good stuff. Overall, the sound profile is warm, rich, and smooth, and it works well across pretty much any genre. There's also an auto self-tuning feature that adjusts the output based on the room that the speaker is in. It's subtle and you probably won't notice, but it helps keep things consistent if you move the speaker around. Now, like the Harman Kardon Luna that I reviewed last week, you can check that out up here, the Onyx Studio 9 keeps things simple and focused. It runs Bluetooth 5.3 with support for multi-point pairing, so 2 devices can stay connected at once. That makes it easy to bounce between your phone and your laptop without needing to reconnect every single time. It also supports Bluetooth Auracast, which lets you broadcast audio to multiple compatible speakers, a neat option if you're building out a wireless setup without relying on Wi-Fi. There's no microphone, which means no voice assistant support. For some, that might be a limitation. For others, it could be a bonus. It keeps things private and distraction-free. There is app support this time around through the Harman Kardon One app. It's pretty bare bones. It gives you firmware updates, boring, and an EQ to tweak the sound, which is great for listeners who like a little bit more control of the sound that their speaker is producing. That brings us to how long you can actually use it between charges. The speaker comes with a built-in rechargeable battery rated for around 8 hours of playback. From our testing, that's pretty accurate as long as you're listening at moderate levels. Push it louder and the battery will drop a little faster, but it's still enough for an evening of music. Charging takes about 4 to 5 hours using the included AC adapter. That's pretty long, and there's also no fast charging or wireless charging here. But for a mostly stationary speaker, it's not a big deal. I think, well, personally, I had it plugged in almost all the time, so that battery wasn't a problem. The only time I used it and had to deal with the battery is when I moved it to somewhere where I wasn't going to leave it, where it wasn't going to live. So overall, it's fine. Well, we got through that pretty quickly, and to be honest with you, that's pretty much everything you need to know. So with everything in mind, here's the quick breakdown. Pros: premium design, rich and detailed sound, a wide soundstage, Bluetooth 5.3 with multi-point. The Bluetooth is pretty standard, but there is also Auracast, which is a nice touch. There's USB-C device charging in case your phone runs out of battery, and there's app-based EQ control, always nice to have. Here's the cons. There's no IP rating, so you don't want to be taking this outside. There's no smart assistant integration. There's no fast charging, and it's not exactly small or travel ready, but that's kind of to be expected and isn't really a con. Buy this if you want a speaker that sounds excellent, looks like high-end furniture, and keeps the experience focused and fuss-free. Skip it if you need something rugged, voice-controlled, or truly portable. So to wrap up, the Harman Kardon Onyx Studio 9 doesn't try to be everything, but what it does really well. It's built for people who care about sound and design equally, and who just want a premium speaker that fits effortlessly into their space. If that sounds like you, the Studio 9 is absolutely worth considering. If that's not what you're after, maybe give it a skip. That's been my review. If you enjoyed what you saw, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll be here next week with a review of something else. Thanks for watching.